All right, guys, today we are going to see if we can record a song straight to Logic Pro just on the iPad Air. Sometimes, I got my setup over here with the full laptop and everything, run Pro Tools, Logic, whatever. Sometimes I just want to come over to this side where the drums are, track something out really quick, or even just roll like a stereo mix of the drums or a MIDI mix of the drums before we get into serious layering and stuff for drum work for songs. So I wanted to see if we could use, I have a little Behringer Flow mixer over here, which I'll show you, and then just an iPad Air, and that's connected via USB. There's a little dongle over here connecting the USB-A of the Flow to the USB-C of the iPad Air. So that's basically the setup today. We're just going to track a little tune and see if we can get, a good little demo of something cool and fun that way. So I just wanted to see if it worked, basically. And first of all, with the F-Note kit, if you go from the module straight into the iPad Air with USB, it's like micro to USB-C, you can still get its 7 tracks, basically 1 through 5 of isolated drums, and then 2 left over for the stereo for the cymbals, and then there's a hi-hat in there along with the 4 drums. You can get that mix straight from the module into the iPad Air. The problem is monitoring. So if you throw, you can even use earbuds or AirPods to monitor back, but there's a huge delay, obviously, because it's being recorded to the iPad and you're not being able to monitor the input side like you can with a mixer or an interface or something like that. So the Flow, or really any mixer, would solve this problem. You don't even need an interface, actually. You just use a little analog Behringer mixer, whatever, Mackie, Yamaha. So we're going to try that today. So the Flow is a really cool mixer. I'm not going to go into all that it can do for now, but all I'm using is 2 channels. Just a stereo output of the F-Note module. You'll be able to see it better over here. I'm going to have a little secondary camera over here. So over here you can see, maybe you can see, those 2, if I pan over, little modules there, and our little line level outputs of the module going into these 2 channels right here. And it's just 5 and 6, left and right. And then we're going to make a new track in Logic. It's already set up, actually. You can make it stereo or mono. We want the input to be 5 and 6, input monitoring, all that stuff, create. And then when I go ahead and use my ears here, I can hear the, and I can also hear the click track going. So you won't be able to hear that on the video, but I'm just going to make a little loop here of something, and then we're going to track on top of that and see what we can come up with today, just off the top here. So that's the speed. I'm going to hit record. There we go. So we got a little drum loop, and from here, I'm just going to grab a bass, a little guitar, probably just going to do it all right here and use everything inside of Logic and see how the sounds are from there. See how that sounds. Okay, so now we are set up with the guitar, and we're going to track a little bit on there. So over here on this side, we've got a guitar channel, and you can see on there we put compressor was there, the channel EQ was there, and then we got a little amp designer, which I just pulled up a tweet combo thing, and I'm gonna just use that. It sounded good to me. Pulled the presence down a little bit, it was a little bright, but that's it. So here we go. Okay, so now we've got the bass, obviously. We got a little bass track over here. We had the bass amp designer just use the modern amp. A little bit of gain, didn't put too much on there. And now we throw the bass on the track real quick. Super easy. Here we go. Okay, so for this one, we're going to mix it up a little bit. We can't have a MIDI instrument going into the iPad at the same time as the Flow. So we're just going to plug the little MIDI keyboard here in straight in. And I'm just going to record it listening to the iPad audio. And we won't have it show it to you guys. So we'll see you on the next round. All right, so we got the last piece of the puzzle here. We're just going to throw a little bit of lead on this. And we did the... did a little Rhodes or a suitcase piano type thing. On the last track, couldn't get the audio on top of that. So you'll hear kind of the finished product here. I'll mix it up a little bit in Pro Tools, maybe, or in Logic, put some reverb on stuff and delay on things that need it. And you'll hear the finished product over the little jam here. Thanks for listening. Bear vs. Wolf. Thanks for watching, I guess.